The NFLPA and the NFL have an interesting relationship right now, to say the least. There was a belief as of last year that by the time we got to this summer, there would be full-blown negotiations for a new CBA that would include 18 regular season games and 16 international games and other stuff. Mark Maskey of the Washington Post reported overnight, maybe this morning, maybe last night, I can't remember when it exactly hit, but it did hit my radar screen and attract my attention. The NFLPA not expected to engage the NFL in negotiations this summer. I had thought it was going to happen June or July. The two sides seemed to be positioning themselves to make a move toward a new CBA this year. Now, according to Maskey, early next year at the earliest. I'm not sure why. I think it's a good time to try to do it. I think the earlier the NFLPA attempts to do an 18-game season, the better it's going to be for the NFLPA, because it's the more years that the NFL can then have an 18-game regular season. And right now, 2027 is the season to watch, because that's the first season where the Super Bowl isn't locked in for a date. It's locked in for a city in Atlanta, but it's not locked in for a date. And if the next move over the course of the next, couple of weeks before preseason begins, before the regular season begins, is to have a specific date for that Atlanta Super Bowl that meshes with a 17-game regular season, that tells us the league has given up on any possibility of having an 18-game season by 2027. But the longer the NFLPA waits on something that is inevitable, and it is inevitable the league will get an 18th game. Push comes to shove, the current CBA expires after the 2030 season, the NFL locks the players out, and eventually that imbalance in bargaining, where the NFL would use the nuclear option of no football for up to a full season and the players won't miss a game check, that'll cause the players to do what they did in 2011. Take the best deal on the table. 2020, before it ever got to the point where they were locked out, they had the foresight of understanding. They're going to lock us out and they're going to get their 17th game. Let's just do a deal to give them their 17th game now. So the longer the players wait, the less they're going to get. An unnamed source insisted to Maskey that the delay has nothing to do with the ongoing federal investigation of the NFLPA and the relationship with one-team partners and whatever it is that was going on there. I tend to believe it probably does. Why would they come out and admit it? It's a must-lie situation. Oh, this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with the fact that there's currently turmoil in the union driven by a federal investigation that prompted a long-time in-house counsel to write a memo that gives her whistleblower protections. No, that chaos has nothing to do with the fact that we're not ready to sit down and negotiate with the NFL. And I had someone who's aware of the dynamics tell me recently, this is the bad time for the union. And maybe that's why they want to wait. Because if they try to do it right now, it may not go well. Because you've got the union management reeling. You've got people on the ownership side of the equation sensing the opportunity to really come away with a great deal. Commissioner getting ready for a new contract. You've got multiple owners who this is going to be their last big CBA. You've got broadcast rights deals on the horizon. I really do think, based upon things that the commissioner said gratuitously after the ownership meetings in May, I think they're going to squeeze the players to take less than 50 cents on the dollar. I think that the league has realized 50 cents on the dollar only works to an extent. Once the dollars go beyond what anyone thought they were going to be, we really don't want to share it 50-50. We can get them to take less, and I think they will. It could get rocky. Keep an eye on the potential hiring of Bob Batterman again, or someone of his ilk who will shepherd the NFL through another lockout, because it's possible. Still, it's 2025. I mean, hell, it's 6 years away. Still possible. I think the sooner the union gets its act together and gets to the bargaining table, the better off the union will be. Now, look, I'm not necessarily advocating for 18 games, but I accept the fact that 18 games are coming. and that 19 games will be after that. And eventually it'll be 20 regular season games and no preseason games. That's the argument that the commissioner has been using to go from 16-4 to 17-3 to 18-2. Next two steps are very easy: 19-1 and 20-0. No preseason games, no games that are below and beneath the NFL's standards. Every game counts in the standings and at the cash register.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.